the train? There?
Yeah.
That's the original Green Line. The Green Line was not just an imaginary line. It's actually a physical line. They imposed or installed an actual fence on the tracks of the train back in 1948. And sometimes between 51, the Israelis wanted to run the train, so they called King Hussein to move the fence a little bit of the track so they can run the train, and he had nothing to lose. He gave them 200 meters more. So today, the Green Line is 200 meters away from the tracks of the train. This is Gilo settlement. Gilo is built on 5 Palestinian villages. One of them is ours. The others is Malha, Beit Safafa, Sharafat, and Beit Jala. Gilo is one of the biggest settlements. Today it's considered a neighborhood of West Jerusalem. If you tell an Israeli it's a settlement, they will look at you as if you come from another planet. That's the bridge that we saw earlier. And this is our suggestion. We wanted to continue that wall around Gilo and build it on the Green Line down the valley, straight ahead all the way up until the end of Israel and the southern part. Now, this is the road that the church got as a reward for not appealing against the wall. So this road goes from the winery all the way to Jerusalem, to the checkpoint. Now, why I brought you here really is not this explanation, is this house. As you can tell, okay, let's move a little bit. This house is outside of the root of the wall. This is the root of the wall. See the concrete? It will continue straight down, and the house is outside of the root of the wall. They did everything they could possibly do to kick this family out. They gave the man an open check to write a number. They kicked his ass, killed him, they beat him every other day. They arrested him. They arrested his children and they beat them. They arrested his wife. They spent hot days, hot summer days, all day out, and really cold winter nights, all night out. His wife had a nervous breakdown that she lost her sight for 3 months. They've done everything. They tried to demolish the house, but they couldn't because this structure existed before Israel. And there is a law protecting structures before the State of Israel. But they fined him for turning this structure into a living place. So he had to pay 80,000 shekels for turning this place into a house. So they've done everything they could possibly do to kick this family out, and they couldn't. What did they do of a hero that stood up against the military occupation? That firm. They made a story of him. Sorry, my phone is... Okay. So the plan for this house is to surround him with a private wall that will be 10 meters away from the house, 5 meters electronic fence high. And how would they connect him to the rest of the village? It's through this tunnel. One end of the tunnel will be within his private wall, and the other end will be with the general the bigger wall of the village. Let's see the tunnel. It's already there.